Our chief guest, Dr. Elizabeth John, is a distinguished academician and retired principal with an illustrious career in higher education. A first rank holder in both her BA English from SN Women's College, Kerala University in 1981 and MA English from Fatima Mata National College, Kerala University in 1983. She began her teaching career in 1984 at St. Joseph's College, Alapura. She earned her MPhil from Kerala University in 1986 and later completed her PhD in English in the year 2000. In 1987, she joined government service at Women's College, Trivandrum and went on to serve in various prestigious colleges under Kerala, Mahatma Gandhi and Calicut universities.
It is a distinct pleasure to address you on English Week, an annual celebration, not simply of a linguistic medium, but of the profound cognitive and cultural architecture it sustains. This week provides an opportunity to contemplate the significance of English, not merely as a communicative tool, but as a vessel of intellectual inquiry, aesthetic experience, and global interconnectedness.
So you are going to celebrate this week as English Week. All the best to you. Congratulations. Only very few schools devote such attention to a foreign language, English, especially nowadays. As you know, English is the mother tongue of 24 different countries, and the English-speaking area is spread over 4 crore square kilometers over the world, and it is the lingua franca of almost 100 countries, the link language. And I think about 3.6 crores of Indians are NRIs, and of that 63 lakhs are Malayalis. And the credit goes to the learning of English language.
Language is the dress of thought, said Samuel Johnson. Among all the languages spoken around the world, English has emerged as a bridge that connects people, culture, and ideas. Today, as a part of our English Week celebration, we are excited to present a lively and meaningful skit that highlights the importance of English in our daily lives. Sit back, enjoy, and discover how English makes a world of difference. Welcome to a classroom in Nafti Public School, where a strange issue is being heard today by the teacher. English is on trial. Some say it is dominating the classroom too much, while others say it's the bridge to the world. Let's hear what the class decides. Listen, children. Today, we will hear the matter. Should English continue to dominate school life? Let's begin with arguments. Miss Hindi, you may proceed. Ma'am, Hindi, the soul of our nation, is being ignored in classrooms. Students speak English in corridors, write only in English, even dream in English. Isn't this cultural betrayal?
I agree. I fumble while speaking Hindi now. All our activities revolve around English. What about our roots, our identity?
You're right. Let's hear what Miss English has to say. Ma'am, I don't come here to erase anyone. I am here to empower. I help students communicate globally, access the best books, science, technology, even job interviews. I once failed to speak in English at an inter-school debate. I realize how important it is. English has given me confidence, helped me dream bigger. But I still write poetry in Hindi. Yes, because language is not just a skill, it's a bridge. A bridge between where we are and who we can become. English opened a world full of dreams, but dreams still carry our native voice. Let us now hear one such dream, a poem that speaks from the heart, yet walks across that bridge.
Good morning, respected dignitaries of the day, teachers and all my dear friends. Today, I'm going to recite a poem titled Ode to a Nightingale by John Keats, written in 1819. In this poem, the speaker describes his encounters with the nightingale's song and reflects on the nature of human existence, mortality, and the contrast between the ideal world of bird song and the harsh realities of life. Moving on to the poem. My heart aches, and a drowsy numbness pains my sense, as though of hemlock I had drunk, or emptied some dull opiate dreams, 1 minute pause, of weak words had sung. It's not through envy or time happy lot, but being too happy in time happiness, that thou, like the thread of the trees, in some melodious thought of reaching green and shadow numberless, singeth of summer in full throated ease, over a draught of windage that had pulled the low age in the deep dulled earth, tasting of flora and the country green, dance and provincial song and sunburned earth, all for a beacon full of the warm star, full of the true, the blushful evergreen with beaded bubbles winging at the brim and bubble stained mouth, that if I drink, I'll leave the world unseen, and with thee fade away the fortune, fade far away the soul, and cry forget what no ever the human leaves has never known, the weariness, the fever, and the fret. Here where men sit and hear each other groan, where palsy shakes a few sad lost gray hairs, where youth grows pale, spectacle, and dies, where but to think is be full of sorrow, and bleeding eyes despair, where beauty cannot keep her lustrous eyes, only love pine at them beyond tomorrow. Away, away, for I will fly to thee, not charioted by Bacchus and his thoughts, but a viewless wings of poesy. Though that thou great perplexing and taunts, and already with the tender is the night, and happily the queen moon is on her throne, clustered around by all the starry faces. But here, there is no light, save one from heaven is to the breezes blown, through warmest moods and fitting rosy waves. I cannot see what falls at my feet. No one soft incense hangs upon the bones, but in embalmed darkness, his teeth sweet wherewith the seasonable monk endowed, the grass, the thicket, and the fruit trees wild. White hawthorn, pastoral and plantain, fast-fading violets, covered up with leaves, and the mid-May's eldest child, the coming muscles full of the dewy wine. The murmurous haunt of flies from summer eves. Darkly, I listen, and for many a time I have been half alone with easeful death. God himself lives in many a mean rhyme to take in the air my quiet breath. No more than ever see it wish to die, to cease upon the midnight with no pain, while thou, outpouring full, thy soul abroad in such an ecstasy. Still others go sing, and I have ears in veins to tie him become a son. Thou was not bound for that immortal bird, no hungry liberation tread these down. The voice I hear this passing night was heard in ancient days by emperor and clown. Perhaps the self-same song that found a path through the sad heart of room, when sick for home, she stood in tears amid the alien cold. The same that of time had charmed magic casements, opening the form of pearly seas, fairy lands, for lo, the very world is like a bell, to toll me back to thee, to my soul itself. Adieu, the fancy girl cheats so well as she is fair to do, does it know? Adieu, adieu, time plaintive anger, fade falls near the nose. Over the still stream, up the hillside, now this buried deep in the next valley flames. Was it a vision or a waking dream? Do I wake or sleep? Thank you.
There are voices in literature that echo powerfully through time. Voices that challenged faith, questioned power, and broke silence. Let us meet one such voice, Lady Macbeth, haunted by guilt, burning with ambition. A timeless example of how English literature gives us a mirror to human nature.
Yet here's a spot. Out, damn spot! Out, I say! 1, 2. Why then 'tis time to do it. Hell is murky. Fie, my lord, fie. A soldier and afeard. What need we fear? Who knows it when none can call our power to account? But who would have thought the old man to have had so much blood in him? The vein of I've had a wife. Where is she now? What, will these hands ne'er be clean? No more of them, my lord, no more of that! You more all with this starting. Yet here's the smell of blood still. All the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand. Ah! Wash your hands. Put on your nightgown. Look not so pale. I tell you yet again, Big was buried. He cannot come out on his grave. To bed, to bed. There's knocking at the gate. Come, come, come. Give me your hand. What's done cannot be undone. To bed, to bed, to bed.
Now, from Shakespeare's England to modern India, the language may be the same, but the journeys are uniquely ours. Meet Arundhati Roy, a woman of words and a voice for the unheard. From architecture to activism, from the god of small things to global causes, her story is proof that when thought meets expression, change begins. Let us walk through the stages of her life, told not just in English, but in courage.
I was born in Shillong, in a land of rain and rebellion. My mother, Mary Roy, taught me never to bow down. I did not like schools, too many walls, too few windows. I learned more from silence, from trees, from being an outsider. Even as a child, I knew if I must belong somewhere. Let it be in words.
I ran away to Delhi to study architecture. We lived in tin sheds, sold empty beer bottles to survive. People call it struggle. I call it freedom. I was 16, cycling through chaos with sketches in my bag and no idea where I was headed. But even then, I was writing in my mind, in margins, in the night. There is no such thing as destiny, only direction and decision. Before novels, there were films. I wrote the telefilm in which Annie gives it to those ones. Film nobody remembers except those who still laugh when they see it. I won the National Award for Screenwriting. Then I disappeared. Sometimes vanishing is the only way to find yourself. For 5 years, I wrote in secret. Each word was a rebellion, each page an exhale. I wasn't writing a book, I was building a world where silence had shape. Then it happened. The god of small things won the Booker Prize. I wasn't made for champagne and ceremonies. I wanted to walk into forests, not red carpets. The world doesn't need more successful writers, it needs braver ones. I walked with tribal women. I stood in courts. I spoke of Kashmir, of Narmada, of broken promises. They called me a seditionist, but I was only telling the truth. To call someone voiceless is to pretend you cannot hear them. I returned to fiction after 20 years with the Minister of Utmost Happiness. But really, I never left. My pen was always writing, in essays, in speeches, in stone and sky. I am Arundhati Roy, daughter of a rebel, lover of language, enemy of silence, author of the God of Small Things. Now let's listen to our mother tongue Malayalam. Respected Madam, we are all languages of this land. English has its place, just as we do. But balance is key. Schools should honor all tongues, teach pride in roots and wings to fly. Well said, Miss Vernacular. This class cannot ignore the value of communication, culture, and confidence. But let's hear from someone who sees it all, the head of the school.
At Navdi Public School, we believe that language is not competition but connection. English is a tool for opportunity, not superiority. Let us use it wisely, not to forget who we are, but to discover who we can become.
In the case of English versus identity, this class speaks in favor of harmony. Let's learn English with enthusiasm, speak our mother tongue with pride, and honor every language that helps us grow.
English is not just a subject, it's a bridge. Let's cross it with courage, not forget our village. Speak with confidence, read with grace. But remember, every language has its place.
Thank you.